from one dot to a piece of fine handiwork, harmonizing patience with art. This art of little dots called batik has been worn by Indonesian Javanese for many centuries, but little is known how intricate it is to make. One person who's sharing the knowledge is Cinzia Jonathan. For the last 2 years, she's been running a free batik workshop and was surprised by local interest.
A lot of people enjoyed the batik workshop. It's amazing. They always come and they say, oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? Can I try? And so they sit there and try and try and try. And you know what? They love it.
With batik blood running in her veins, Cinzia feels the urge to promote this ancient Javanese art.
My great-grandparents actually has a batik factory. But then, as you know, back in the old days, batik is just batik. It's not something that was lost. It's not something special for them. So, especially those that has factories and all that, they think, oh, batik is just a commodity.
In earlier times, it was normal for Javanese to wear batik. Its popularity waned in the 1960s. But it's seen a recent revival due to the effort of many Indonesian fashion designers. They've given this traditional fabric a high fashion edge.
In Indonesia, well, it's a good thing that right now it becomes a trend. You can see a lot of young people wear batik very often right now. There's Batik Day, which is really good. As long as the interest is there, then the history can be preserved.
According to Javanese tradition, handling this tool with skill was as important as cookery and other housekeeping tasks. For Cinzia, it's just a hobby she's been enjoying at home. Wax is applied to cloth to prevent the dye from coloring the material.
This is called chanting. This is made of copper. And what it is, there's a container inside it where we put the wax. And then the wax flows from this tube here. And then you slowly put it into your cloth like this.
The search for the right wax here in New Zealand was not easy.
I tried to get wax from Indonesia, but I can't really because the custom in New Zealand doesn't allow wax to be transported into New Zealand. And I couldn't really find the ingredient here. So I found that I can work with normal beeswax with a little bit of cooking oil, eucalyptus oil, and paraffin. And so there you go.
The word batik comes from Javanese amba, meaning to write, and tik, meaning dot. So batik means to write dots. It sounds simple, but the coloring process can be confusing.
Batik is a form of negative printing, or what we call wax resist dyeing. What we do is we put wax on the part of the areas that we don't want to color. So the areas that I'm waxing right now, when we dye it, this will become white. For now, we're going to use normal chemical dye, but I'm trying to develop organic dyes from materials that I can find here, because traditionally in Indonesia, they use dyes from plants. Yeah, we're just gonna put this inside the dye now. And that's it.
So the white cloth with its design is dyed with the background color you want. To get rid of the wax, the dyed cloth is soaked in boiling water. The wax melts off, and what you see is the simple result of batik. It's the art of resistance dyeing.
Okay, that is first stage of a batik. This is only one color, but if you want to have several colors after that, you dry it and then redo it again and again and again.
Imagine how much time and effort it would take to make the whole roll of batik cloth. So the beauty of batik is a tribute to the patience and the creativity of the craft people in Java. Cinzia wants her workshop to promote this ancient art of textile.
It seems to be a very interesting traditional Indonesian style, and I really liked it. And it was a very nice introduction, like very well done.
I've actually experienced something totally new to me and something that I was not used to doing. So it was all about wax and patterns and it was awesome. It was exciting.
Smiley face. That's good.
I love it, you know, when people is interested in batik. That way I can share them about my culture. Even Indonesian people, some of the Indonesian people doesn't even know how the process is. And so to be able to share this with people is just a really good feeling.